Good morning. It's Joe of Joe's Carp Adventures. It's Memorial Day 2020, and I'm on a new lake that I've never fished before. Somebody told me there were big carp in this lake, and so I did a scouting trip last week, and this morning I did a little exploring with the deeper and found there to be some concentrations of fish here. So we're going to see if we can catch some of them.
This is my third cast at this new lake, and right at the beginning of the cast you can see a couple of fish there. And then as we get about halfway in, take a look at this huge aggregation of fish. Wow. That's all I need to see to know where I'm going to be fishing for the day. After searching around some more, I decided to try to find that group of fish again, and they had moved a little bit to the right, but not far from where I saw them the first time. And as you can see, that's quite a collection of fish. One thing you notice is that they're in the mid-depths. They're not on the bottom. If I'd had cojones, I probably would have rigged up with zig rigs and fished the mid-depths. But considering that I only had about 2.5 hours to fish, that would have been pretty time-consuming to re-rig, so I opted not to do it.
Alright, nice little yellow or raccoon perch. Look at the purple on that, up under that nose. Pretty little fish. Alright, let's let him go. He's ready. Huh. Catfish. All right, let's bring him into the light. A brown bullhead is something. Those black whiskers. Well, all right, let's let him go. Maybe it's a harbinger of more to come. Let's see, I'm going to try to stand right there. There he goes. Alright. Little guy. Pretty little bluegill. Tiny, but it's a fish. I'll take it. I'm seeing what looks like some bubbles in an area. Not too far offshore. I'd have to stand down there with the rod in my hand, which is my intention. I'll show you. You can see in front of the camera, these are float stops. They're little rubber things that you can thread on through a wire. This particular kind of float is called a puddle chucker. It's weighted on the bottom end so it sits about right. And then it's got a little place to attach it in between the float stops. Place you can thread it, and then, and then you can, and it will stay in one place. These kind of floats that attach at the bottom end only are not common in the States. They're very common in Europe and the UK. It's called a waggler is the general type, and this specific weighted type is a puddle chucker. And the beauty of the waggler is that you can cast beyond your target, put your rod tip under the water, and then reel in a few feet to sink your line. And by so doing, the float will stay exactly where you want it. It won't be blown around by the wind. And that's a disadvantage of the kind of floats we use here in the U.S. On the terminal end, I've got enough split shot to get it to the bottom. Then I've just got a standard hair rig with a piece of plastic horn. And that's primarily a turtle deterrent. And I'm using this, yeah. So that's my bait. I think it's probably about 4 or 5 feet deep there, so I'm gonna put my float to about that amount. And then I'm going to chum. Alright, now, it's going to be a little fiddly to cast, being as long as it is. Okay, that's not bad. Alright, now, gotta find a place to set that for a minute. It's been a long time since I've done this. Okay, that's a little short. Get some more. Try it again. Looks like I'm going to have to wander a little closer to my float. Okay, that was a nice carp breaching there.